Hey everybody, it's Big Ant. I wanted to show you guys a sneak peek of a new prop that I'm working on this year. Essentially, it's a haunted urn with a evil entity inside of it that's desperately trying to get out. This is far from what I plan on the final product looking like. I still need to build a pillow headstone, I believe that's what they're called anyway. A headstone similar to the one I built to hide my projector in for the Singing Pumpkins. This will sit on top of it, and I will eventually get a prop controller and set it up to be motion activated. So let me show you guys real quick what it does, just so you get an idea here. So once again, I kind of wanted to build an animated prop that had a lot of movement in it without having to use pneumatics. The way I came up with this, I thought about it for a while and I decided to use door lock actuators. I actually got a set of cheap universal door lock actuators off Amazon, I think for like 10 bucks with free shipping. For those of you who aren't familiar with what a door lock actuator is, this is what it looks like. This is essentially the piece you would find inside your door if you have power locks that makes the little rod by the window go up and down. They don't have a lot of movement in them. I think this has about, I'd say an inch, maybe just under an inch of movement. But it was perfect for what I was looking to do here. One of the problems I had with this originally was I made the assumption that when power was not applied, that it would go back down to its resting position. So, because I was looking to get the full range of movement from all the way down, all the way up. But as you can see, it has a spring in there that kind of brings it to a neutral position. The problem I was having was, in order to get around that, I would have needed something that could quickly reverse polarity back and forth. And I thought about it for a while and I was just having a lot of trouble with it. But then I came up with a pretty simple solution. As you can see here, it has two holes to mount screws through. So I screwed this to a piece of wood and screwed the wood into the urn. And luckily I had a little piece of bungee cord, essentially. It's a little stretchy string here. And I attached one end to the screw that holds the bracket on. And then I put the other end down to the screw that actually holds the actuator. And so by doing that, that allows that bungee to pull the actuator all the way back down to its lowest position. The weight of the lid itself wasn't enough to get it all the way down. Plus it would be kind of slow without that bungee on there on its way back down. So the bungee worked out perfectly. So as you can see, it'll go all the way up and then just snaps right back down to its lowest position again. So that was my easy way of getting around how to get it to go all the way back down so that I could get that full range of movement there. And these things were pretty cool. Like I said, they were cheap and they came with a couple different pieces with them for like mounting things, because like I mentioned, it's a universal kit, so it was made to kind of go into any car. So it came with this piece of metal, and as you can see here, I just screwed it on to the end, and then what I did was I actually kind of bent it at kind of like a 90-degree angle, and I put some screws through it, and the screws are screwed into the lid of the urn itself. And so that's how I was able to get that to work. So this is mounted inside to a piece of wood on its side, put it in there, drilled a few holes in the bottom of the urn, and mounted the wood directly to the bottom of the urn so that this stays at a full 90-degree angle and it lifts that lid up and down. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm really excited about this prop. I think people are going to really like it when they see it out there in the graveyard. Whenever someone walks by, it'll do its thing, hopefully. And I'm sure I'll come up with something clever to write on the headstone to make a reference to it. I still got to do some work on the chains. They'll probably end up going underneath the urn so that it actually looks like it's been chained shut, so that whatever's inside looks like it's struggling to get out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. So like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek at that. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Real quick, before I forget, I'm sure someone's going to ask me how I'm currently controlling that. And just for testing it, I have it hooked up to one of these wireless outlet things that you get around Christmas time that will remotely power an outlet. So right now it's currently wired into a 12-volt wall wart that I just had laying around. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but because it's a car door lock actuator, it runs on 12 volts, just like the wiper motors and things like that that you buy to build your other props out of. So same thing, 12 volts, and you should have 12-volt power supplies laying around everywhere, right? Because everyone does. Thanks for watching, guys.